little bit. 1, 2, 3, just Viva. I don't want you to say the whole Viva la Revolution. Okay? It's still 9:20. But Viva. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Viva! Oh, bravo guys. This was the best Viva I've ever got. So many times I have to repeat it 3 times for to get these decibels going on. Unbelievable. So Viva. And if you look at this. This is a summary of marketing technology landscape today. This is unbelievable. Because it's not only that this digital revolution is changing the way that I talk to my friends and I post selfies and look at me in Budapest with these amazing people. It's not only about that. It's about how it changes also our work. And look at this. I deal with marketing first as a student, then a researcher, a consultant, CMO. I passed through all marketing possible ways since 91. And in 91, marketing was not like this. 95 was not like this. 98 was not like this. Marketing was simple. It was segmentation, research, positioning, 4 Ps, some media planning, and that's it. Now there are marketeers finishing, bachelors and masters, and they have no idea how they will deal with marketing. I was speaking in a startup conference, and I asked, they were from 17, 16 years old, barely legal, to drive, don't think about it. To 20, something. And I asked them, what is marketing for you? What do you think they replied? Which for me was a shock. They replied, marketing is software. Which for an old marketeer, this is crazy. What do you mean marketing is software? But for young people that deal with startups, marketing is software. Which is unbelievable. And look at this, marketing experiences, marketing operations. Unbelievable, what is this? Unbelievable. And how can I become an expert in this? So it really looks like a revolution, because my job as a marketeer, or in any position in a company, requires now new skills, requires new knowledge, requires me to know software development. What? I was a marketeer, what do you have to do with software development? I need to be a neuroscientist, as you will see in a little bit. What neuroscientist? I only knew, lifestyle segmentation. That's not enough anymore. So it's not only, it's promoted, not only as a revolution because we use Facebook and Instagram, but because they claim it's changing along the way we work. And don't worry, because we have a perfect way to deal with this. We found the ultimate tool to understand complexity and to explain complexity to our colleagues, to our customers, to my grandmother. And the ultimate tool, the ultimate weapon to win over the complexity of digital revolution is what? The infographic. Yeah. So you make an infographic, you understood the digital revolution, okay? So, do you do infographics? That's our tool, guys. This is our main understanding mechanism of complexity. So you get an infographic, all of a sudden we are comfortable with digital revolution. There is no short supply of infographics concerning digital revolution. Look at this. The millennial teenager, the digital diagnosis, a social media revolution, education, the digital revolution, a new era of the digital revolution, everything. Simply explain. There is even an infographic of infographics. It's unstoppable. This tool is so powerful. And if you don't know what infographic is, there's an infographic to explain what infographics do. Okay, so it's such a mess, such a complex environment, and the way that we found to deal with it is the infographic, which of course is not the case. So my big question at 9:25 in the morning is, should we believe all this hype? Now, of course, I give it away a little bit earlier. Yeah. But how can I convince you that all these amazing changes we see on our personal life and professional lives, that actually maybe they are not what they are? Now, your friend here gave me away a little bit with productivity, so I will talk about economics. Because when we talk about industrial revolutions, we have to have the economic data, the facts, to prove that there is a revolution. If we don't have the data, there is no revolution. Now, small, note. I'm not saying that things have not changed. They have, and they are changing. I'm not saying that people will not make money from out of these new technologies. And banks like you, going fast into digital, understanding the digital needs of your customers, being, cutting edge in digital, will give you an advantage over others. So all this will happen. Some people already make billions because of digital technologies. All this is fine. I'm not canceling any of this, okay? I'm not canceling the fact that we can order very fast. I mean, you read the case, not from Amazon anymore, okay? Not from Amazon. I don't know where you are going to order from, but not sure from Amazon again. Okay, so yes, we order, there is Uber, oh, Uber, fantastic, I can get easier ride, etc. But does this all mean that we have changed the economic paradigm? Have you heard of the word paradigm? Because paradigm is a very interesting scientific word. It actually means that we change the basic rules of doing something. So, do we live now in a different economic paradigm like before? Like with the previous revolutions. It's a completely different world than before. This does not boil down to, yes, I send emails, or I'm on LinkedIn and people can see me. It has to do with what happens with the basic economic figures. Is our economies different now because of this change? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen from the jury, evidence number one. My top evidence. I have more, but this is my best. Okay. So this is the percentage change in labor productivity in the US. Now, why US? Because US is in the cutting edge of digital revolution. Okay. So if something is not happening in the US, it's not happening everywhere. This is why all the big digital companies are there. Why productivity is important, and I will explain the graph in a bit. Who has an economics degree? Okay, those that have are expelled from the... Not that I don't like economists, Economics as a science deals with a very simple problem. It's simple to state it, it's not simple to solve it. I'm Greek, I know. Okay. So, what is the basic problem in economics? So economics 101, okay. We have limited, bravo, but we have unlimited, bravo, needs or demand. How do we match these two? So you people want a new phone, a new car, a new shirt, a new coffee, a new bag, a new car, a new home, whatever new you want. From the other hand, Earth has specific resources that we can access based on technology. How can we match these two? There are two ways. One way is the planned economy, centralized economy, communism, where there is somebody saying, you know what? I will decide which resources will go to which needs. So in a centralized government, I determine the demand. So I'm coming out and I say, this year, demand will be for so many tons of rice. That's it. I determine this, I determine that. In a free economy system, the market decides itself, which is different every second. So in a free economy situation, then the problem comes. How can I maximize my limited resources to be able, with less, to satisfy more? This is the quintessential, the basic, the heart of what economists are doing. Now, economists, when I say economics, usually in your mind comes interest rates and fiscal policies. All these are tools. The basic, the heart of economics problem is this. And if you see this is actually a problem of efficiency. So whole economic science is about efficiency. How can I constantly rearrange my limited resources, whatever this is it coal and oil, or is my people in my department, in order to achieve more with less? So this becomes a problem of efficiency, which means productivity. Why productivity? Because productivity explains exactly how much I will do in productive am I in an hour with a set of resources? If I am, and then you compare countries, companies, you know, and the best ones are, of course, that can produce more with less. So I'm showing you this graph because this is the only way to decide if there is a revolution or not. Because if we see a dramatic, drastic, disruptive, how did we say, a punch to the past change in efficiency, in productivity, then we say there is a revolution. Because we could produce X with the previous technology and management organization, now we can produce 100X. So obviously something big happened. This is what economists look in data to prove that there is a revolution, industrial revolution, not revolution of how many pictures I can post per hour, okay? Which I can post a lot, by mind you. Okay, so let's look at the data. After 2008, we have the biggest drop in productivity.
But that's the change.
Yes, it's a negative change. Exactly.
That's a negative revolution.
Look at this. After and on average, after 2003, the trend is downwards. So the biggest fall is here, but the negative trend starts from 2003. When is the big gains of productivity? Surprise, surprise, counterintuitively, and against everything we see in the news every day, especially if you watch Bloomberg TV and all this kind of things, that actually the biggest gains in productivity was much earlier. Okay, 1.6, 2.8, unbelievable, and then so Facebook, Google, Uber, Twitter, Instagram, I don't know, Snapchat, what is cool now? All these big amazing companies that we say, wow, new economy, new fantastic things. Where are they? You know what this graph actually tells an economist? That this is nice. Some people make a lot of money. They created a very nice bubble of conversation, but actually it's nothing in economics terms. There is no impact. There are now some fanatics for the digital that say, no, you get it. We measure it wrong. But that's in every revolution. You try to say, no, there is a revolution, let's change the algorithms to fit my idea, you know? And it might be later on, but what we see now is something that we have not seen in any revolution. And you know what? This actually prompts many economists to say that this revolution was bigger. So one of the basic revolutions that changed completely the way that we organize ourselves and pushed productivity unbelievably high was running water. Second was electricity. Huge, we're talking about a huge jump in efficiency, in productivity. The way that we organize this table to produce, it's not like rearranging it, it's really deeply and fundamentally changing it, improving it. The combustion engine and our humble computer from the 60s and the 70s. So all these four technological revolutions that I showed you have real deep impact in productivity change. Digital, zero. Nothing yet. Okay? And this is not the only evidence I want to show. This is the big evidence. This is all economists are looking at productivity numbers to see the jump and go and celebrate. But we don't see the jump. Actually, we see it drop. And it's not only this. Now I'm going to work a little bit to break some other myths that we usually have about this digital euphoria.